Fantastic journey as we've grown 40 times in the last 10 years. We've got a great team. Television, we've grown from 3 channels to 44 channels. We've got to make content discovery as seamless as possible. We want to be a most admired media and entertainment company. Fantastic journey. As you know, we've grown 40 times in the last 10 years. I think the most defining moment has been launch of Colors, which is a success. The second big move which I think we took as a company is to develop a portfolio of businesses. So we were in television with 3 channels when we launched Colors. We now have 5 lines of businesses: television, film, digital, consumer products and live business, live entertainment, experiential entertainment. In television, we've grown from 3 channels to 44 channels. That has been a robust growth. And finally, I think that the last defining moment for our company has been the launch of digital, our brand Voot, in 2016. So I think it's about, so basically launch of Colors, portfolio development, portfolio also lines of businesses, but also portfolio of channels and portfolio within a genre, like kids, where you have Nick and Sonic and Nick Jr. and Nick HD+. So I think therefore developing, everywhere we've developed a portfolio like that, just to give you an example. And then finally our entry into the digital business. I think these 3 are momentous occasions for us. I see, as we go forward, we've got to make content discovery as seamless as possible. And we need to work on, recommendation engines which make it much easier, which customize it for people. And I think that's what will happen as we go forward. In digital business, as a matter of fact, in all businesses in media and entertainment, you have to partner with people. In digital business, by the way, we partner with 42 players, global and Indian. So it's a lot about partnerships, and it's all about being able to take your partners along. It's about making sure that you all sort of work together to deliver a great experience for the consumer. So I think we've been very fortunate as well. We've got some fantastic leaders. As a matter of fact, everyone at Viacom. I think, we've got a great team, I think, overall at Viacom. But I think what drives this the most, in my opinion, is the culture. And it's our ability to build that culture where we foster innovation, where we foster openness, where we foster enterprise and entrepreneurial spirit. And, so this culture, which is very critical, and I think it's our ability to build this culture that nurtures leaders, and I think so. We have been performance driven, so I think if you look at it, we want to be a most admired media and entertainment company. Admiration will come from performance, and in order to get respect, we need to consistently deliver. So performance is very critical, but at the same time, we want to be also focused on how we deliver, and therefore love comes from the culture and how you go about it. So to be an admired organization, which is the journey we are on, we've got to have both respect and love. And respect will come from performance, from more hard numbers, from where your ratings are, what your financial performance is, how are you managing your top line and bottom line. But love will come from what the culture is. Do people want to work for you? Is it a great place to work? And we need to have the combination of both. And we are focused on both of them. No, I think it was quite a transition from FMCG to media. At certain levels, certain things are common. So I think, for instance, understanding of the consumer, because I had started my career in Unilever and spent about Hindustan Unilever and spent about 20 years. But so I understand the Indian consumer well. I had done a lot of work, and because I've been a sales and marketing professional, so I understand the land of I understand the lay of the land, and I understand the consumer quite well. I think that piece helped in my transition. But what also helped is actually that I wanted to sort of understand and listen, and I've had a great team to work with. And finally, I think the difference which I had to adopt to, but which I love, is that the pace of change is very different in media. Media is far more dynamic, and I think I love that dynamism and the pace. So I'm absolutely excited about that. Storytelling is a combination of 2 or 3 things. I think one is the experience. The experience of the storyteller and what the storyteller personally has gone through and seen is important. And I think that's critical. And therefore, it's important to tap into the right storytellers and right set of people who have the stories. The second thing which is very important in storytelling is writing. So you may have a great story, but are you writing well? is very critical, and I think that's the second important part. And the third is how are you casting it? Therefore, who are the people who are playing that role? And I think these three things make a very important component of storytelling, in my opinion. I think rural and regional are two promising areas for television as we go forward. We are already doing content which is at a very high value and very good quality across our regional play. And I think you will see as we go forward the quality of content, both the soft side and also from a technical aspect, will be absolutely world class in our regional space as well. I think advertisers will chase eyeballs. So if there are eyeballs, I think advertisers will chase them. As long as there is, as the country grows and as incomes grow in the country, and as the incomes also are distributed across India and they go deeper, there will be advertising money which will change. I see India as an and country, and therefore, I always say this. So it is television and digital. I think the future of television in foreseeable future is television, and digital is equally exciting. What works for television is the quality of content at that price which television offers in India is unbeatable. So for the vast value, for the vast majority of India, particularly the middle and low income Indians, I think television will continue to remain a very important medium of entertainment. At the same time, digital will grow. Digital will grow for its convenience, for the new kind of content which they will do, and digital will perhaps have appeal to certain segments, maybe higher end, maybe younger in age, and I think it's a combination of both. So I think it's basically television and digital which will coexist in the country.